Got another banger for you. Got a 1968 Buick Electra, deuce and a quarter. As you can see, it's a convertible, so stay tuned. We'll take you all around her and get you on the test drive. Check her out. Go ahead and get into it. So as you can see, like I said, 68 Buick Electra, deuce and a quarter, finished in white with a blue interior. As you can see, we got a set of 20-inch chrome spokes with the Vogue tires, all brand new, of course. Going down the side, you can see all the chrome is where it's supposed to be. Body molding's intact and looks pretty solid, honestly. I think this white shows very well. I'll point out again any imperfections, because there's a couple on this car, but nothing too crazy. Skirt's still intact. Looking down the side, she appears to be pretty straight. No big dents or anything that I needed to point out there. Coming over the trunk. Trunk is in pretty decent shape. Again, I think the white shows very well. I do think this is an original white paint job as well. Rear bumper is solid. I don't see any dents that I need to point out, any rust or pitting, so looks pretty solid. Coming down the driver's side, rear quarter panel appears to be nice and clean, and again, she looks pretty solid. Trimming around the convertible top is solid as well. Right here is kind of our first big imperfection that I would point out. You got a couple scratches here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the only reason we didn't get it touched up, anybody that's painted or has got paint jobs done before, white is one of the hardest colors to blend properly. So they would have had to have done the whole door, and it would have stood out like an eyesore compared to the rest of the car. So we left it up to the customer to decide if they were just gonna go back solid white or if they were possibly gonna repaint it anyway. Again, all the chrome looks solid. Glass itself is in great condition. Again, no cracks in the windshield, no rock chips. Bringing us to the hood. Hood is nice and solid. Nothing to point out. All the chrome around the bumper itself, the hood, the trimming, all of that looks actually very nice. No dents or anything in the bumper that I needed to point out. Let me actually, let's go ahead and pop the hood while we're here, and I'll worry about the trunk in a minute. Springs are super strong on the hood. That boy flew out my hand when I opened it. So we got power brakes, power steering, AC does work as well. We got the big 430, the Buick helps her just glide down the road. Again, engine bay is nice and clean, nothing to point out here, no signs of rust or anything. Inner fenders are nice and solid. Let's see if the hood is aligned. And it looks like the hood is actually aligned properly too. So that's a plus. Let me go ahead and grab the keys, we'll pop the trunk. Excuse me. I had a car cover. Still, we left it in there just in case the next customer does want it. Let me just move it out the way as much as I can. Trunk is pretty clean though, as you can see, this carpeted. Nothing hiding underneath. We'll check out the trunk fans again once we get it up on the rack. It's relatively clean. And then we got the OG hub. Go ahead and check out the interior. Interior is finished in this beautiful blue that complements the white very well. Checking out the rear seats first. Seats are in excellent condition, no cracks, no crazy wear, no stains. Door panels more the same. Looks pretty solid. I will say you probably eventually would need new carpet. It looks like the carpet just oxidation just got to it, and that's it. There's no rips or tears, but you can just see the color just completely fading away from it. It was a beautiful blue, like the door panels. Looking at the front driver's seat, more the same. No rips or tears. Actually, I'm sorry. We got a little bit of a rip here. No other tears or stains or anything. Do have power windows. All of those do work. Door panel is in pretty solid condition. And actually, this car was repainted at some point in time, because I can tell by the paint on the weather stripping. I'm gonna assume it wasn't super recent. Mileage reads 80,643. Dash is pretty solid up front from what you can actually see. I am going to show once you get to the bottom, it looks like the sun started drying it out a little bit. So right here along the windshield when you really zoom in. So a dash pad will take care of that for you, or you could just redo the whole dash. But that is you know, something that you have to decide on if you want to keep it the same color, if you want to go black, if you want to go white. But again, it's at the very bottom where the dash meets the windshield. Let's go ahead and get over to the passenger side. Passenger seat, no rips, no tears, great condition. Better view of the dash from here. And again, like I said, the carpet itself, there aren't any rips or anything. It's just the color starting to fade, and that's it. Passenger door is in good condition, no rips, no tears. Again, everything works mechanically. All right, so give me a moment. We'll go ahead and do the test drive. Go ahead and knock out this test drive on the 68. Get my seatbelt on. Put y'all down for a second. Sorry about that. Needed two hands. All right, so we got it on. Mileage reads 80,643. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Horn is not working. AC is blowing. Radio does work. You guys can't hear it because only the center speaker in the front is on, but it does work. Let me see. Windshield wipers work. Lights are on. I can see them off the other car, and they're actually on in the dash as well. So it's kind of smooth. Windows work, both sides, and the backs, of course. Top works. I'll go ahead and get that on the way back. We did already put gas in. I don't believe that the fuel is reading correct though, because it's past full, but we did put 40 in. I think that's about it. Just making sure this horn, yeah, no horn. So let's go ahead. Again, it's a beautiful day out. It is 76 now and it's 11 o'clock, so of course we got to keep the top down. Speedometer is working currently. This 430 definitely has more than enough power to move this girl. The exhaust is a little bit aggressive for, you know, for this style of car, but she sounds good though. Brakes are solid. Just testing them out before we get the stop sign. No issues, no soft pedal or anything like that. I ain't gonna get too close to him so he ain't kicking up rocks everywhere. Let's see. Hands off the steering wheel. She's tracking straight, but as you can see, the steering wheel is clocked a little bit off, and that's about how much leeway I got in the steering wheel. Go ahead and give her a little bit of gas and get her up to about 30. Shifts are smooth, no issues with the transmission. Like I said, the motor sounds nice and solid. I'm gonna get on the brakes a little bit harder than I did back there. No issues at all with the brakes. Not hearing any squeaks or anything. The glass is not rattling in the door, so that's a plus. Not hearing anything from the dash. Super smooth car. I mean, all of these, I know I hate to lump them all together, but any of these big slab style cars, rather it's the olds, 9.8s, the Deltas, the Electras, Granvilles, LeSabres, like that little 7 years, like 68 to 75, any of those, they just float, man. They eat up the road. And if you can get one, like I said, with a really good frame, you're off to a good start, honestly, because interior super easy to do on these cars. Paint and body is easy to do on these cars. And especially with Electras, it's just, you know, to have a 225-inch car, like parking, driving down the street or anything, it's just, it's a presence that they have. So give it a little bit of gas. Yeah, motor is nice and strong, zero issues. We got our little dip up here that we normally hit. With the 20s, I'm not expecting no type of scraping or bottoming out or anything. I just like to hit it to see how the suspension is, and no issues there. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and get her back on the rack so we can check out underneath. All right, y'all, so we got the 68 up on the rack. Looking at the rear bumper, again, it appears to be in pretty good condition. No cracks or anything to point out. We got a little bit of surface rust towards the bottom, but that's pretty expected. Checking out the bottom, the frame, the trunk pans, everything looks pretty solid. Obviously we do have some surface rust here. Doesn't look like there's any coating here, so I don't know if it was not coated from the factory or it's just all been gone. But like I said, that's all it looks like, just some surface rust. The gas tank itself, no signs of any leaks or anything. Frame looks pretty solid. Keep on moving up. We got stock suspension, drums, springs, shocks, nothing special back here. Stock 10 bolt, and again, like I said, typical car that doesn't have any coating, just a lot of surface rust. No soft spots, no patchwork, no holes or anything. This explains why the exhaust itself was you know, a little bit more aggressive than normal. It's got glass packs on it. Moving further up, again, floor pans are solid all the way through. Frame itself is solid. Getting on to the other side, again, everything's straight, no patchwork. I do say, you know, if this was my personal car, it's probably be one that I would invest in undercoating just to clean it up. Just makes it look a lot better and more presentable for sure, and then protects from future damage. No signs of any leaks from the oil pan or trans pan, just came off the test drive. Drum brakes up in the front along with the rest of the stock suspension, no issues here. No signs of any leaking from anywhere else. Get up under here. Front bumper again looks solid, no dents or anything to point out. Coming along the passenger side, fender wheels look nice and clean. Again, rims and tires are brand new at all four corners. Moving further along, again, the frame is nice and straight, no patchwork. I don't see any wheel spots, and the chrome looks nice underneath. Passenger quarter panel from the bottom doesn't appear to be wavy, nothing to point out there. Now I will say this piece of chrome definitely does have some pitting, so at some point in time this might want to be replaced. But also keep in mind, we're looking at it from the bottom. From the top, you're not going to see that, so Might have been a bunch of rock chips getting kicked up, who knows. Still moving along again. Frame is nice and straight. So super clean. Start her up so I can put the top up. For those that don't know, the reason that we always start the cars to put the top up, the tops take a lot of juice. So I've seen it plenty of times. Even doing it once will kill a battery. So to avoid that, we always start the car just to go ahead and save the battery, so we don't end up needing to jump. Get over here. Top is in very good condition. Obviously, you see it's white. Rest of the car clean. No issues to point out there. No rips or no tears there. Does have a glass back. Again, no signs of any leaks or tears, so super clean. If you're interested in this 68 Electra deuce and a quarter, make sure you give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on Instagram and